Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down.
At the 14.
Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the give off the left side. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Georgia going up tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He makes the connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they swarm him under.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job on the defensive line. But get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on third down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up fourth down.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost twice.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man in the middle. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
7, Georgia, 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in there and getting the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ewers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They get to the line quickly. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on first down from the 43. The corners are walked up tight. Running to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
This time he's got it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because they're deep.
And more yards after contact. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Ewers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Dogs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Lovett. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. The 20. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field, but woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Going for it all. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Touchdown, Georgia. How about that D coming up with a play like that? On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure.
Timeout.
Be on the same page. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's got his man, and he's dragged down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily
throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Timeout, Georgia.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
That makes the score. Georgia, 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 15, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll go right back to it. And with that tackle, that will probably bring us to an end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia, 28, Texas, 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now.
Got a lot of running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 91, set to take this one.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Going up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep. He lobs one high down the left side. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this